Everywhere paused few hours ago as TINUBU in serious trouble amidst what he actually put Nigerians into, because Nigerians have finally come for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and they're staging another protest now amidst the fuel scarcity and all and the hike in price of fuel. But something tragic happened to Peter Obi few hours ago. Peter Obi shed tears in a live television. You see show in this very video. Seun Okinbaloye of Chinese television have finally turned his back against Peter Obi because they never expected what Peter Obi did. What Peter Obi did shockalizes everybody. Seun have turned his back against Peter Obi. Rufai Seun of Laju TV also turned his back against Peter Obi, and all Obidients, they made a public declaration that they turned their back against Peter Obi, that they will never give Peter Obi a single vote in the 2027 election that is forthcoming, because what Peter Obi did, they never expected that Obi can do it. Just take on that to the end of this video. You will see show in this very video. You will see things for yourself. Obi was shut up in a live TV. You will see show yourself. You can share this video, just do what to share it, and if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome me back to LAJUPOG TV. For those of you coming across the channel for the very first time, for those of you that are new to this platform, ensure you click the resolution button appearing on your video screen, and at the same time click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. Kasala burst few hours ago amidst what is happening in Nigeria. You know, it's no more a news that TINUBU is actually putting Nigeria in high-jet poverty at the moment, and it's making Nigerians to actually go through a lot. And few hours ago, TINUBU came out to make a speech regarding the fuel scarcity and the hike in price of fuel, because it's normally news that fuel has skyrocketed from the normal amount that it was before, around 600 and something naira. It has skyrocketed to around 897 naira in NNPC liter, but in some other fuel stations now, they're selling for around 1,000 naira to 1,200 in some places in Lagos. You can see what is happening in Nigeria, and a lot of Nigerians have actually pulled out in streets and they're expressing their display. People that are supposed to be in their different business areas, they will be in fuel station from morning till evening queuing for fuel, and at the end of the day they will still buy the fuel in a very expensive amount, and a lot of people couldn't transport themselves or transporting their goods to anywhere in Nigeria again. Living cost of Nigeria have turned to something else, and a lot of people are actually dying of hunger. People cannot afford to eat 1 square meter in their houses again, and I see that it's not enough. TINUBU came out to address Nigeria a few hours ago, and it's still making them to know that he need to take the hard decision, that the hard decision is what it needs to take before Nigeria can be good, and Nigerians are dying every day. Come and see what is happening. Something tragic happened to Obi few hours ago. The Obi that a lot of people are actually putting their minds on, the Obi that a lot of people are actually thinking that is the one that can rule Nigeria well, that can make things right in Nigeria, they have finally finished Obi few hours ago. Peter Obi in serious trouble. A lot of Obidients have finally turned their back against Peter Obi. They said no, Obi will never see a single vote from them in 2027. I missed what they said regarding Obi. I missed what Peter Obi did. They said Obi will never see a vote from them, that they will not vote for TINUBU and they will not vote for Peter Obi. That was what a lot of Nigerians are saying, and a lot of Obidients are already making U-turn. So I'd like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. Seun Okinbaloye too came out, they finished Peter Obi. I missed what Peter Obi did. Nobody expected it. So I'd like guys to stay connected to the end of the video, because I'm going to be playing you the full video. You will see show for yourself. So if you can share this video, just do well to click the share button. Share it. Share to the person streaming that platform. Share to groups. Share to different people. Let a lot of people get to know what is happening in Nigeria. And if you can share it as you're watching it, just like it. Like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. You know, in course of the 2023 election, a lot of people actually put their belief in Peter Obi. They said yes, it is only Peter Obi that can make things right in Nigeria, because they believe that is the only just politician that we have. All the other politicians in Nigeria, it is said to be that many of them are corrupt and they can't be trusted. But Peter Obi can actually be trusted. But a lot of Obidients actually put their vote for Peter Obi, and they spend their money on the election. They make sure that Obi gets their vote. But according to what happened in course of the election, according to the shenanigans of INEC and all, according to Mamo Yakubu, the INEC chairman, Obi couldn't win the election. Obi took them to court. It's no more the news, and they turned everything upside down. According to report, the judicial system of Nigeria did their own shenanigans and all, and they affirmed the legitimacy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That was what happened in course of the election. But come and see what is happening. Nigerians are going through a lot of difficulties difficulties at the moment, and they're going through a lot of traumas. They're going through a lot of hardship, but come and see what Peter Obi did. So I'd like guys to stay connected at the end of this video. I'm going to play you a video of one Obidient now. You will see what Obidient are actually saying. You will shed tears for Peter Obi, and when I come back, I will play you what Seun Okinbaloye said. The same Seun Okinbaloye of Chinese television that have been defending Peter Obi in live television in Chinese before. You will see what he said. You will see Seun in this very video. Just stay connected. If you can share the video, share it. If you can share it, just like it. I'm coming back again.
That time when we never protest, we dey buy fuel for 600 naira per litre. Everybody be at least we be the cop, we dey manage am. But now, when everybody don't gang up, everybody don't join hand together now, say we must protest, so fuel too dear, blah blah blah, we can't protest. Now, the fuel now, TINUBU now don't paro. Some place now they sell fuel 1,400 naira per litre. Some they sell 1,300 naira per litre. The TINUBU wanna protest against now. The TINUBU even come quiet now. Now what do we do? Are we going to protest again a second time? No. Now question they ask. We want protest again now. Be one better. More better. This fuel, they go 2,000 naira per litre. But while I'm doing this video now, I'm here to say congratulations to everybody that supported TINUBU. In fact, congratulations to all APC members. Yes, now everybody will vote for TINUBU, and all APC members, they are buying fuel now. 70 naira per litre. They buy fuel 70 naira per litre. Once you be APC person, carry your voters card, carry your APC membership card. Just go any filling station. Tell them say you there more people will vote for TINUBU. You there more people when they say you know what, made them vote Peter Obi that time. As you just talk for filling station, they'll sell fuel for you 70 naira per litre. If you even talk to them, where they sell for you 15 naira per litre. Yes, now. Even Peter Obi is one of the problems we have in this Nigeria. Peter Obi. Now you can't kill this country because you made all our effort wasted. As at when they take vote for Peter Obi, this country, everybody will join us together vote for Peter Obi. Okay, make Peter Obi go now. Then they steal your mandate from you. You dey see a koro. You dey campaign another give shishi. When you know say Nigeria are the highest bidder, now they win. Now they win election. You reach court, they steal mandate from you. Nigeria youth pro say no, they must give Peter Obi this, how they go see this mandate for Peter Obi? Peter Obi come on, no, calm down. Yeah, we don't need violence. Boy, so okay, make we protest. Peter Obi now what they don't collect a mandate for you. Now you will vote for more protest. He say no. All of us still say Peter Obi get plan B, or Peter Obi have a way to make sure say he collect that mandate back. We don't know say Peter Obi na weakling. We don't know say Peter Obi na woman. You let the press you join grant, collect mandate for you. Now you can't tweet for Twitter. TINUBU is failing. TINUBU is not doing well. Blah 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 blah. How can fuel price of Nigeria be needed? And now you want to speak English for Twitter. As I told you about allow the whole Nigeria, make the protest that time when you take win election, you don't allow us. Now you go to tweet. Now everybody call gang up now. They protest against TINUBU. Say fuel price too high. Few days ago here now people were even protest. Now people were join everybody protest recently. They don't send some of them go prison. They won't even buy some of them. They charge them for treason. Wetin be treason? They say people when they gang up against present government or they overthrow the present government. Now they sue them for. Now they charge them for. People who don't know one, no two, just because they come protest say hunger too much, fuel price too rise. They charge them for treason. So why am I doing this video now? I just can't let Nigerians know now. Say fuel now 1,400 naira. Now I buy this morning 1,400 naira. So I just say my call ask the question whether we will protest again or we will quiet. So as you are seeing this video, mona share it to Peter Obi. Mona make sure say Peter Obi see this video. Peter Obi, you are one of the problems we have in this country because everybody, you made our effort wasted. Everybody join hands, we vote for you. Everybody join hands. People were ready to die for your matter at that time. You say no, this one. When you know say Nigeria na survivor of the fittest. But the only thing now I want to ask, after all the families wey relate to all those Seun, all those senior advocates of Nigeria wey judge that case in TINUBU na win election, and all the family wey relate to all those INEC, after shey una dey enjoy the country because the only question I just come ask una. The people wey relate to all those INEC officials, their family members, because if I talk say they give the INEC official anything or they benefit, I believe say the family, the extended families, they not benefit. Una when relate to INEC and una when relate to all those lawyers wey judge that case, shebi na dey enjoy the country is favoring people abi? No wahala. Very soon, this country, No, wala. Tinubu, you are doing well. Tinubu, no, you are doing well. You are a good president. Tinubu, you are doing well. The country is moving fine. Fuel is cheap. 1,400 naira, 1,300 naira per liter.
Thank you for staying connected. You can see what this guy actually said regarding Peter Obi. You can see what this guy said. A lot of Nigerians are actually frustrated at the moment and they know okay with the presentation of the country again. People are running through Libya Road every day just to run out of Nigeria to look for a better country. They're running out of their fatherland looking for a better country where they can see a greener pasture because their country have failed them and the leader of their country is making life miserable for them. People are dying of hunger every day, but it seems that it not concern the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's what is happening in Nigeria now. You can hear what this guy said very well. He said in course of the 2023 election, a lot of people actually put their vote for Peter Obi. They supported Peter Obi. They poured their effort on supporting Peter Obi. Some go as far as defending their vote in different polling units. And a lady was even injured, Lady Jennifer in Lagos State. Thus came to different polling units. They stabbed her. And you know, it's normally news that Thus invaded different regions in course of the 2023 election. They invaded different polling units and they bullied and intimidating voters. They're telling them to vote for APC. If you are not voting for APC, go back to your house. That was what they said. They said it and I quote it. If you are not voting for APC, go back to your house. And if you know you voted for Labour Party, don't bother to come out in day of the election. That's what the talks in Lagos State precisely actually said. And they stand beside it. And police were there in different polling units. They didn't do anything. Underage vote actually became the game of the day in the northern part of Nigeria just to ensure that Tinubu get into power. But now the Tinubu is already in power. You can see the shaggy promise that is ongoing in Nigeria. Instead of renew hope, you can see the renew shaggy according to Omoyele Sowore. You can see what is going on in Nigeria. People cannot afford to live a good life in Nigeria again. Now, listen to what that guy said. He said after putting their effort for Peter Obi, that Obi should win the election and all, after casting their vote, because a lot of people don't usually vote in Nigeria election because they believe that the vote will not count. But Obi mobilized people to come out to vote, and the people actually came out to vote because of the trust they have towards Obi and because of the change of government that they actually wanted to do and all. But I say that is not enough. I did their manipulation and all, and I say that is not enough. A lot of Obidients were expecting Peter Obi to just pull in force just to reclaim his mandate and all, but they were very, very sad that Obi began to do like woman. They even said that they're expecting that Obi have a plan B now. According to what this guy said, they were thinking that Obi have a plan B, but it was very unfortunate that Obi behaves like woman. He never had any plan B anywhere. That was what happened. You can see what happened. But now a lot of Obidients are actually suffering from the same suffering that Tinubu is bestowing on Nigerians, and they're regretting that why would they even vote for Obi that cannot even fight for his mandate. Now, I want to play you what Seun Okinbale said in a live interview. You will see Seun Okinbale of Channel Television finally shake table with DEJI ADEYANJU, the human rights activist. You know, you will see Seun in this very video. So if you can share the video, just share it. If you can't share it, just like it. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Have you seen the plane with which the president went to China? Brand new passenger plane. How do you go? Imagine if someone comes to your house to beg for money and he drives in a G-Wagon. And also, aside driving a G-Wagon, he comes with a convoy of men and women, all acting so busy. Will you borrow such a person money? TINUBU, are you able to confirm that the president went with 100 people? I've seen the video, almost 100 people. I've seen the video of the almost president. 100 people. Yes, but I've seen the video. You probably need to confirm how many people there were there. I don't need any. I see governors. No, I don't need. I see ministers. Listen, I don't need any. I don't want us to be. I don't want us to place the context on conjectures. The president went to beg for money in China. No, he went for a summit. Beg for money in China. No, but he went for a summit. No. The China-Africa summit. The president went to China to beg for money. And he took a delegation of almost 100 people to China. Who does that? He did the same thing when he went to Qatar. The Qataris, after all the PowerPoint presentation he made, the Qataris, they refused to give him any money. Because these are not stupid people. You cannot go cap in hand begging for money. And you come living extravagant lifestyle on the same trip. So, having said that, number two, you said the president says he's a reformer. What reform? Since this president has came into power over a year ago, this president has back to back destroyed the economy of this country. Which reforms? Okay, even this idea of the petrol that we're talking about. What is the idea of selling petrol, crude oil to Dangote in Naira, while he sells back the crude oil to maximize profit. The crude oil business is done in dollars. You cannot be selling crude oil in naira to a man who you don't have the mechanism to checkmate him from when he refines the petrol. Okay, what mechanism do they have? Because Dangote refinery is in the free trade zone. You can't stop him after giving him the crude oil in naira. You can't stop him from taking the crude oil to Chad, to Niger, to Togo, to all these places. You cannot stop him. Okay, so after giving him the crude oil in naira, then they now say that they will buy. He's going to now sell it after giving him the crude oil at highly subsidized in naira. They now say he will now sell it back to them. Then they will now subsidize Dangote, because you can't say you are subsidizing Nigerians. They will now subsidize Dangote, so that because he will now sell it at an exorbitant price for them. So I don't know when this subsidy fraud is going to ever end in Nigeria. So there is nothing in place to show that this Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime are ready to solve the problem of fuel as regards to subsidy in Nigeria. I have not seen any effort or any concrete policy that they are taking that will ameliorate the suffering of Nigerians. Look at how long we've had this fuel queues, almost 3 months. And okay, so if they want to be subsidizing Dangote, does it mean that the people that now that have been importing fuel into the country for decades will no longer bring fuel into the country? Something is amiss, and Nigerians are not being told the whole truth. Really? Yes, indeed.
NNPC came out to say we can no longer bear the burden of paying for the operational and the logistic costs of lifting. And I mean, there are facts that came out that about 5 to 6 billion NNPC is indebted to that amount of money. Would you think that they should continue to pay for that?
Okay, so as of today, the importers of petrol to the country, they say landing cost is 1,117 per liter. Unofficial. So it means government subsidizes the rest, right? Unofficial. Now Dangote wants to be selling crude oil from his refinery at 1,300 per liter. Which is better? Is it not better for us to continue buying the fuel, bringing the fuel, landing it at 1,117 than to buy at Dangote?
What do you have against the Dangote refinery?
Absolutely nothing. I think that some critical stakeholders have done a deal somewhere and that they want to start subsidizing Dangote. That is the only thing. Because it doesn't make any sense that you sell crude oil to him in naira. He should sell at 500 naira. Because you're already selling the crude oil to him in naira. The crude oil business universally is a business that is traded in dollars. You cannot tell. Let's assume that you're an IOC. You are the one doing the crude at the oil well. And when you do the crude, you can sell the crude at the international market in dollars. The government is now forcing you to sell the crude to Dangote in naira. Why will you do that? And let's even say government forces you to sell to Dangote in naira. Should fuel not be cheaper in Nigeria than the fuel that they bring into the country? Because now Dangote's fuel that is refining here is more expensive than the fuel that they are bringing into the country.
Whose fault is that?
It's NNPC. It's Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's the one that wants to start subsidizing Dangote.
Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu the MD of NNPC?
He's the Minister of Petrol. We must stop shifting the buck. The buck stops at his table. He must take responsibility for the failure in the oil sector. Every single inadequacy and incompetence in the oil sector, he's to blame.
So the cues that we are seeing today and the hike in the price of fuel, we should blame the president.
Yeah, of course. And you also need to know.
What about the deregulation?
You also need to know that these few cues that you are seeing, they are artificial.
Really?
Yes, they've been trying to increase fuel to 1.3 since February. Since February this year. That's when they've been. In fact, they wanted to increase fuel around June. It was because of the protests around end of June. It was because of the threat of the protests. That's why they paused and stopped. So they had wanted to create the artificial scarcity. If you recall, this artificial scarcity started since towards end of June. So it had always been in the pipeline. And I said it, you can go to my social media and check. I said, as way back as June, I said they want to increase fuel price to 1,002, 1,003. I said it since June. So there's nothing you are seeing today that we did not know. After all, we have friends in the system.
Now, if you look at what is going on, those who argue that the regulation is at play, the market forces are determining already, and this has been the fear of those who say if you remove subsidy, this is what will happen. But you now come around to blame the government when the market forces in the capitalist economy is at play.
My analogy is very simple. Before this government came, we're paying about 300 billion for subsidy cushion, right? Now we are paying almost about 1 trillion naira. Why? These are questions that need answer. They tell you, oh, it's because they floated the naira. Okay, now they import fuel. Even if they are importing fuel from no matter where, even if it's Brazil or anywhere they are bringing fuel, landing cost of petrol is 1,117 naira. Crude oil that we give Dangote in our backyard. Dangote says he wants to be selling fuel at 1.3. Come on. And you said I should be hailing Dangote? The fuel they go and refine from Brazil and bring here, landing cost is 117. Dangote wants to be selling his fuel at 1,003, and you said nothing is amiss. Definitely something amiss, and these are the questions that Nigerians should be asking.
Where do you think we should go from here?
Well,
because the blame game won't solve the problem.
To start with, the president should resign as Minister of Petrol because he has no idea on what is going on there. Get a competent person.
But this is someone who has worked within the oil and gas sector for years.
The only experience he has shown since he became president is that he has helped Wando to acquire a major oil asset. That's the only experience he has demonstrated.
Is that fair to say?
It's a fact. It's the truth. There's even him cannot deny that.
To limit the powers and the ability.
His greatest achievement as Minister of Petroleum. His greatest achievement is that he helped Wando.
How do you say he helped? Do you have facts to that?
Oh, he did not help them? Why didn't this happen under Goodluck Jonathan?
Is Wando not a private interest?
Why didn't this happen under Goodluck Jonathan? Why didn't it happen under Buhari?
Is Wando the only
Why is it happening under him when it is his family member that is benefiting? Why didn't it happen under the previous government if he didn't help them?
Is there a crime there?
Oh, there's no crime there.
I'm asking. You are the lawyer.
You do not see any conflict of interest?
No, explain to us.
As president and commander-in-chief of a country that you personalize governance, you familiarize governance, that governance now is for about you and your friends and your family. That's what governance should be. That there's no conflict of interest, there's no moral burden or obligation, there's no guilt about what has just happened in the oil sector, and he's a minister of petroleum. Is this how nations should? People have resigned as presidents in other crimes for lesser crimes.
Is that a crime?
Yes, it's a crime.
A crime of what? How do you define?
Conflict of interest.
Is that a crime?
Yes, it is.
Under which law?
Law is not just about the letters and the written words. Morality is an integral part of law. Societies exist. Law, the foundation of law is based on morality. And that is why it's a crime.
So we'll say, well, in the last one or so quarter, we've seen an improvement in the figures released by MBS. Is that an indication of what the president has said? That look, it's a matter of time. You will start seeing the benefit of some of the policy. Would you say that Nigerians should give President TINUBU a benefit of the doubt, maybe for another 6 months, so that we can see what he said we will see? Because if someone says, wait for me for a moment, just be patient and you will see the benefit of my work, should we give him, out of 4 years he spent over one year, should we give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe till March next year?
Seun, I can tell you that we are not going to see anything.
What do you mean?
My people have a saying that a weekend that will be good is from Thursday. Sometimes it's even from Tuesday that you know. You see, this weekend with Bola Ahmed TINUBU is going to be worse than you can ever imagine. Bola Ahmed TINUBU is the typical example of a man who is telling you that he's taking you to Ibadan, but he's facing Maiduguri, and you are telling us to give him time. So give him time to drive you into Sambisa Forest or what? Nothing is going to come out of this government, I can assure you. And you are going to remember, you recall during the presidential election, I kept saying that the opposition should come together. That if they don't come together, they are going to lose. People call me all sorts of names. Look at today. After the loss was when they started taking my advice. And today, let me also send a charge to them that the time to come together again is now. That they should not wait and that they should not allow their egos. We know that politicians and their egos can be very huge. And they should not allow their egos to determine the level of conversations that they are having. You see this Bola Ahmed Tinubu that we are seeing, who is charging protesters for treason, is going to attempt to them.
That is not captured in our laws.
Was it not Akpabio? You have a man like Akpabio in the National Assembly, and you say that's not captured in our law. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu tells Akpabio to jump, Akpabio will say, should I jump to my death? Or how high should I jump? Akpabio that amended the Police Act in one day?
That's unfair to say. One man cannot amend the law. The National Assembly is
responsible. Have you seen senators saying no, and Akpabio will say yes? He has done it on national television. There's nothing I'm saying that is not true that we have not seen. He doesn't even allow people to debate. People will raise their hands up in opposition. He doesn't listen to them. You cannot have a dangerous man like that, like Akpabio in the National Assembly.
What do you mean dangerous? Is that not getting too far, DEJI?
Of course. Anybody that tells you, Akpabio with his own mouth said that anything the president wants, they will do it. How can you have a legislature? How can you have a legislature that the head of a legislature is the head of the National Assembly? How can you have the head of legislature saying that anything the president, the legislature is supposed to act as a check and balance?
They say it's in the interest of the Nigerian people.
In the interest of the Nigerian people is why you amended the Police Act to extend the tenure of the Inspector General of Police at the detriment of DIGs, AIGs, CPs. So people will not be marking time in the police. And you think this will not cause disaffection because of one man? If they've done it for the police, they're going to do it for the army. They are going to extend, write it down. They will do this same thing for Lagbaja. You cannot be making laws for the benefit of few individuals and you tell me that we have a legislature. We do not have a legislature, unfortunately. We have a rubber stamp legislature, and it is most unfortunate.
So, in essence, you do not think we can give the president a chance, a benefit of the doubt? That's what you're saying.
He's driving in the wrong direction. He's taking us to Maiduguri, and the nation wants to go to Ibadan. So there is no chance because we can see that these policies.
Are you not being pessimistic?
It's not being pessimistic. It's being real. Your perspective
of how things should go might not be right.
In 1 year.
In your analysis of how things should go might not be right.
Yes, in 1 year.
And there are those who will give you examples of how economies of the world have gone in similar path, but eventually they rebound.
No economy of the world has gone this path before and rebounded. In 1 year of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime, he borrowed more money than Buhari borrowed in 8 years.
Is that a fact or that's
you can confirm?
That's not quite true.
No, it's correct.
It's not quite true. That's not exactly true.
No, it's true. You can fact check me. Fact check me.
No, it's not exactly true.
No, I said this is what he has done. You can fact check me. Now, are you not delighted that we are now the third largest borrower from IMF? It's an accomplishment. That's the direction that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is driving us. He's taking us to Maiduguri, close to Sambisa Forest. We can't give him time because the more time we give him, the more destruction.
It's constitutional to give him time. He has 4 years.
Of course, nobody is struggling his 4-year mandate with him. But we are saying that this place you are going, and this is what the protesters are saying, that this road you are going, you must make a U-turn. And citizens have the right. Citizens even have the right to demand that the president resign. Citizens is a constitutional guaranteed right.
Has it gotten to that point?
It's so that it doesn't get to that point. That's why everybody is shouting. You are taking us to Sambisa Forest. Please, Mr. President, make a U-turn. The man says no, that his economic policies are going to yield fruits. And that's why he took almost 100 people to China to go and borrow money.
Use someone like me. You're talking about the next election and what the politicians need to do. Someone like and you wanted to coalesce to come together. Someone like Kenneth Okonkwo said, Atiku, Peter Obi, and TINUBU in 2027 should step aside. Do you hold that view too?
Well, you know my views around that. I ordinarily would want Omoyele Sowore, but then entirety of
the man who is calling for revolution.
Yes, this president called for revolution. Today is president. Bola Ahmed Tinubu called for revolution. Today is president. What's wrong in calling for a revolution?
So Sowore,
if it was wrong,
you think Sowore will be president one day?
Yes, of course. If Buhari, see, anybody can be president. Since Buhari has become president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has become, anybody can become president,
including Sowore.
Of course. This Buhari called for a revolution in this country, became president. Bola Ahmed Tinubu called for a revolution in this country, became president. Okay, so what's wrong in calling for a revolution? Whether it is revolution of ideas, whether it's revolution at the ballot box. If it was wrong, if revolution was wrong, as they want people to believe, why did Buhari call for revolution? Why did Bola Ahmed Tinubu call for revolution?
So do you agree with Kenneth Okonkwo that the three should step aside?
I wouldn't say I agree totally, and I wouldn't say I disagree with him. And this is my reason. Number one, there is no one fits all in politics, and you cannot tell the politicians what to do. However, I feel that the generality of Nigerians should galvanize around a young person. A person who is not a member of the establishment. A person who will punish politicians and non-politicians alike for bad behavior. And that is why I prefer Omoyele Sowore, because I know for a fact that the idea of it, or the possibility alone of Omoyele Sowore will make all the ruling elites run away from the country. Because the reason why our country is this bad is because we have a situation in our hands where people are doing what is wrong and there's no repercussion for it. And that's why somebody can steal 80 billion and there will be no repercussion, and he knows that there will be no repercussion.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what DEJI, ADEYANJU and Seun of Chinese television actually said in this very video. A lot of Nigerians are actually going through difficult time. A lot of Nigerians cannot afford to eat in their houses again. People are turning to criminals. I played you a video yesterday where a woman actually came out, a grown-up woman, a mama to be precise, and the woman was saying it in Yoruba that she have to steal 200 naira bread for her children to feed in the economy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He have to steal because she and her children did not see any food to eat, and these people are the people that have been feeding well in the country before the arrival of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A lot of people have been living a good life or average life as far as Nigeria is concerned before the arrival of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But the moment Tinubu comes, they turn to beggars. A lot of civil servants are not living like slaves in the country. People cannot afford to eat 2 square meals in their houses again, even to transport from one place to another. Where you used to transport to as at 15 naira before 2 years ago, if you want to transport there now, they tell you it's 700. Where do people want to see the money? And there's no work in the country where people can actually work and they will see money to just actually feed themselves and put a lot of expenses for themselves. There is no work. There's no work for the graduates and all. People are not seeing work in the country, and I said that is not enough. Tinubu increased the cost of living in Nigeria, and he came out to make a video, he came out to make a publication, and he came out to make a live interview a few hours ago, and he's talking regarding the high in price of fuel, because it's normally announced that fuel have hiked up in the country, and people are lamenting and granting their displeasure regarding the rise in fuel and all, because fuel is the last hope of the common man in Nigeria. The only hope that the people actually have is fuel, and that fuel is what is controlling the economy of Nigeria. Since the fuel have hiked up, they know that the economy of Nigeria is bastardized already. That's what a lot of Nigerians are saying. Now, listen to what Seun and DEJI actually said. They said Tinubu is nowhere to go in 2027. That nobody is actually going to vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They said that is why Tinubu is actually making sure that he's feeding the judiciary very well and he's feeding the security operative very well. And INEC will also take their feeding when the election time is becoming closer and all. That's what they're saying. They said they can never vote for Peter Obi because of the 2027 election. They said they prefer Omoyele Sowore to Peter Obi in 2027 because they believe that Peter Obi cannot handle the work. Peter Obi cannot do the work. They said they should call a spade a spade. They cast their vote for Peter Obi in 2023 election. A lot of people actually pull out in mass. They voted for Peter Obi in 2023 election. A lot of Obidients came out. They mobilized themselves. Obi said they should go out to collect their PVC, that their vote is going to count, because a lot of people in Nigeria, they don't vote in the days of the election because they believe that their vote will not count. But Obi mobilized them to go out to vote, and they went out to cast their vote. A lot of people stood under the sun. I traveled down, I stood under the sun for more than 7 hours to cast my vote. But at the end of the day, shenanigans happened, and Obi couldn't defend the mandate. He couldn't get the mandate for the people, and that is why a lot of people are actually suffering today, because I didn't mean that Obi is someone like Omoyele Sowore. If you look at what the ADEYANJU actually said in this very video, he meant it not to Seun Okinbaloye of Chinese television. He said, I didn't mean that it is Omoyele Sowore that actually got that position that Peter Obi actually got in course of the election. Sowore would have known how to defend his mandate. He would have known how to defend the cause. TINUBU wouldn't have known how to snatch it, grab it, and take it away by force like that. But because a lot of people don't actually vote for Sowore, Sowore had a very low vote. That is why he couldn't fight or press the tribunal and all. But they said, I didn't mean that it is Sowore that had that kind of vote that Obi actually have and make that kind of name that Obi actually make in course of the 2023 election. TINUBU is nowhere to go. They said they're not going to put their vote on Peter Obi again because he wasted their vote in 2023 election, and the people actually wanted to protest when they said that INEC did their shenanigans, because obviously there were a lot of electoral malpractices. INEC couldn't stand by their word. Transferring the vote to the IRF portal, they refused to do it, and a lot of things actually went wrong, and INEC wasn't held accountable for it. But Peter Obi was pressing the process in court, thinking that the judicial system of Nigeria will actually favor him and all, but it did not. That is what a lot of people actually say. And when the people saw that the judicial system failed, they wanted to enter streets, shut down INEC and shut down everywhere and all. But Obi stopped them. Obi said he knows what to do and he knows how to follow the processes and all. And a lot of Obidients were calm. They think Obi have a plan B. That's what the Obidient guy that you just finished watching, that was what that guy was saying. He said they were thinking that Obi actually have a plan B, not knowing that Obi is just as lazy as a woman. That's what a lot of people are saying. They said the same Obi now couldn't claim the mandate and all. They wasted their money, their time, their everything on Peter Obi, but Obi wasted everything. And the same Obi is coming to Twitter, tweeting on the wrongs of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that Tinubu do this wrong, Tinubu do that wrong. Is this how a government supposed to do? They said that Peter Obi want to turn himself to a blogger. If he want to turn himself to a blogger, answer for us, he should turn himself to a blogger. But if he don't want to turn himself to a blogger, he should stop talking, because he actually put Nigerians in the mess, because a lot of Nigerians were actually putting their support on him, that he's gonna deliver, he's gonna do well. They casted their vote on him, but Obi couldn't defend the vote. The vote wasted, it sink, it enters water, and nothing is being done. And the same Obi is there doing nothing. The economy of Nigeria is hard. TINUBU is putting people through a lot of suffering. Now the people that actually voted for Peter Obi, the Obidients and all of them are suffering under the regime of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. TINUBU is putting everybody through a hard time. People are dying of hunger every day. A lot of Obidients are dying of hunger every day just because they voted for Peter Obi that couldn't defend the vote. They say if it is Omoyele Sowore that they actually voted for and they got that kind of vote that Obi got, they said TINUBU cannot steal the mandate. That's what a lot of people actually say. So what do you guys think regarding what the ADEYANJU said? They said in 2027 Obi will not vote, that they want to pour their support for Sowore, because Sowore will be able to hold the government accountable, the previous government of APC, the previous government of PDP, that Sowore is the only person that can hold them accountable and put them in jail. That someone like Peter Obi will just be there behaving like woman, that he won't be able to hold anybody accountable for the fraud and the corruption that they've done and all, the way they have eaten Nigeria into debt and they have eaten Nigeria into stupor. They said no, it is only Sowore that can ask them questions based on it. That Peter Obi cannot have the morale, Peter Obi did not have the energy, Peter Obi did not have the stamina to ask all those kind of questions. It's too cold. Drop your opinion regarding this whole issue, as I'm gonna dedicate another day for you. Ensure you drop your opinion in the comment section of this video. Feel free, just see your mind. I'm gonna dedicate another day for you. Ensure you follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV, at Life Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, he pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.